I'm Chito Salazar, and I play guitar for the band, and I co-write the songs.
I'm Angie Barkhouse, and I play saxophone and I sing lead vocals, and I also co-write the songs with this guy over here, Chito Salazar. My husband gave me singing lessons as a wedding present, and the teacher was Trina Langthorne, and at the time Trina was a singer in Chito's band that was called Mosaic, I believe. Yeah, it was Mosaic then. And so at some point, while I was having these singing lessons, Trina came to me and said, "Hey, my band is looking for a saxophone player." So I came out for an audition, and maybe I'll let Chito tell the part about my audition, but I came out for an audition and it worked out, and I played in that band for, I guess, for a couple of years until I started a family. Until I had a baby, yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing about that one is because, well, we had a photo shoot right before the audition or the rehearsal, and we had Angie posing with us without even hearing a note from her sax.
I hadn't even taken my saxophone out of the case, and they're like, "Can you just come and like be in this photo shoot?" And I'm like, I was like, "These guys are weird."
Well, it turned out well.
It did. It turned out great.
So it's been what? That was
15
years.
15 years ago, yeah, something like that. As a six-piece band, you sort of limit yourself to the types of venues you can play in. You know, you need to play in a venue that can accommodate 6 people, including a full drum kit and a big keyboard and all of that. So Chito and I got thinking that it would be nice to be able to play smaller venues as a duo. So I think originally maybe we were going to try to do the River Blues songs, but then we abandoned that idea and just made it like something separate. So honestly, we hit the ground running. We gave ourselves a set list of like 30 songs, and we learned them in around a month and a bit. And then we went and played an open mic in October. That was of 2019.
Which gets into the next story during the pandemic.
Right.
We were, so you know, everybody has to stay home and nobody was allowed to go out and stuff. I guess after a month of this, we just decided we gonna start rehearsing some more again. In fact, actually, even before we did that, we produced a single.
That's right, without ever being able to be in the same room.
In the same room.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then eventually, sometime in July, we started rehearsing and then writing songs.
You actually started writing songs before that. You would send me chord progressions.
Oh, that's right.
And then I would write. So we wrote a couple of songs that way, I think. And then once we were allowed to have family bubbles, like whatever, then we put our 2 families together. And that way we could go to each other's houses and we could rehearse. And then we started doing the live stream concerts, which we did like 34 or 35 of them, something like that.
Yeah, that was once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks for basically for a year. Almost.
Yeah.
And I said, "Why don't we just call it Angie and Chito Play What They Want?" And he was like, "Well, let's just call it Angie and Chito." And I was like, but then, no, I won't say the joke, never mind. Forget that. about how it sounds like a Mexican dish.
Oh yeah.
Everyone says, it kind of sounds like something that you would have in a Mexican restaurant, you know, like an ANJCHITO with extra guacamole.
Something.